Father, the head coach of Dreams FC, former player, very good player in the States. Winfred Dormon here with us. Coach, first of all, commiserations. A very difficult game, conceded an early goal, took charge of the game, then conceded a second. In the second half, under 10 minutes, you have the deficit, but then you conceded 2 goals after that. The 90 minutes today, and what you learned from your boys in this game.
Well, thank you. I think it was a very, very tough game. We knew beforehand that Kotoko is going to give us a big challenge because they were fighting the league. And if you look at the situation and you do a comparative analysis, they were more desirous to win this game, to keep chasing or to better their chances or aspirations of winning the league. We also wanted to be in the top 4 because potentially, when we did the calculation, we also believe that we can make the top 4. But it was very, very difficult. I mean, we started very slowly. We considered some bad goals defensively. We switch off, especially when we lose the ball. But then we came from the break. We did 1 or 2 tactical adjustments, and we looked stable, very stable. We also opened them up. We got some pocket of chances. We scored. Nobody scored from a brilliant, passive play. But unfortunately, the defense also switched off and Kotoko scored 2 quick goals. And overall it was not the results we were expecting. But it's football, we have to keep our heads up and look forward to the next game. For me, the next game is the most important.
Right, and before my colleagues come in, I think this week, I think Liverpool head coach, when he was asked if it's difficult motivating players who have already achieved their target. For Dreams at the start, you were battling relegation. Now, it looks like you are out of that conversation. Is it difficult as a coach to motivate the players to play when they know, I mean, we are not going down, we can't win the league now, top 4 is out of the equation. Is it difficult motivating them?
Yes, it is, but this is the nature of the game. You have to be professional. So we keep demanding from them. We keep, demanding responsibilities. And we have 3 more games to finish the league. So just like I said in my intro, we're expecting that we can get the good results in the subsequent games, especially this game. We have Brecon Chelsea next, we have Accra Lions, and then Lagos City. So when we did the analysis, we believe that if we can get good results, we can be in the top 4. Yeah, so yes, to some extent we achieved our target, but hey, come on, overall the results was unacceptable. I must be very honest. But in some moments, Dreams actually look very good. We put the ball on the ground and play with the ball, we switch off. Defensively, like I said, we switch off. We have to make sure we manage the next game. This game, yes, we've lost to a good team. We've lost with an experienced coach. We need to look forward to the next game. The next game, for me, is the most important.
Are you planning for next season already?
And then we have to finish the remaining 3 games. Make sure that some players who, some French players who were not getting much playing time will also have their own
Justify themselves.
Yeah, will also justify themselves. So these are games that we want to use it also to plan for next season.
Right. Questions for Coach? Right.
Coach, Michael Asante, Sport here. Karim Zito switch camp from Dreams FC to Asante Kotoko. You have been named as interim. There's not been a confirmation or official communication from the club as to whether you will be the substantive coach. Do you see the last stretch of games remaining this season as a justifier sort of for you to prove that you deserve to be given the job for the long haul?
And I'm not thinking from that perspective. That decision is the decision of the management. So for me, I'm doing a job. Yes, my father was working here. He moved on to Kotoko to continue his career. We wish him all the best. I have to manage the remaining games and make sure that I keep preparing the team. That decision is up to management to make that decision. It is not Winfred to make that decision.
But are you up for it?
I mean, we keep working. That's what I'm saying. That we have the remaining games. We have the Chelsea to play, very tough Kotoko. We have Accra Lions, who are also battling relegation. We also have Lagos City to play. So we need to look forward to manage those games. Though that decision is in the bosom of the management. It is not Winfred to make that decision.
Right. Okay, 2 questions. You and then you take the last one.
Coach, before your team considered the first goal, you were sitting behind, like you were defending. But after considering
That's
the
how
first
you saw
goal,
it.
yeah. After considering the first goal, you saw you open up. What was the motive behind that?
Yeah, we have a game plan. In football, you cannot defend the entire 90 minutes. Neither can you also attack the entire 90 minutes. When you lose the ball, you need to switch. And here, let me school you that defending does not start from the back or the goal back. The defending starts from high up. The moment you lost the ball, there were moments that they looked very good. Like you said, we considered values. Kotoko is very, very strong, experienced team. They took the moment and they exploited those defenses. So for me, it's an experience, and we have to look forward to the next game.
Right.
Coach, when I started the game, I saw from where I was sitting, I saw you were playing a 4-1-4 formation with Yusuf up here with Joseph Eso behind you. That was when you were attacking. Salif. That's when you were attacking. And when you're defending, it becomes a triangle with Nas, Eso, Adade, and Nicholas in Milford. Would you say these 3 players were lacking mobility that led to your team not being stabilized in the first half? And I think we also admit that you didn't have a balanced team that led to you conceding, let's say, not cheap by easy goals. Because in the second half, what I was expecting is what you did by bringing on board the 5, I think, taking off one player, 5-shirted them forward and stabilizing it. So in the first half, would you say you didn't know much about Kotoko playing style that motivated you to go in with that system of 4-1-4-1 attacking?
That is what you saw.
Yeah.
And if you were in my changing room, it was a different, completely a different structure. In football, you have movement, you have the ball, you play, right? You attack. You don't have the ball, you defend. That's why I said earlier that the defending start the moment you lose the ball. So you are entitled to your opinion, but for me, I beg to differ. What I'm saying is that there were elements of defensive errors everybody saw and Kotoko took their chances. This is a team that is aspiring to win a league. So they were more deserving, they were more handled, and they took their moments. Yes, we also had that moment. When we returned from the break, you saw us also pushing them. We had some pocket of chances. Even before then, the first half, Salif, that young champion talking, he hit the woodwork. I mean, Kofi Pasha also had a clearing chance inside the box, inside Kotoko box. So yes, at the end of the day, Kotoko was more experienced and they took their moment, and that's it.
And last one, Kotoko.
Coach, your player, Jonathan, he was very, very instrumental, even though saying he was. Did he play to your style? And moving forward, how do you try to make him being relevant in your games, especially because he was the man that always made sure Dreams FC looks dangerous when they are.
I agree. I mean, he's also a young player. As we brought him coaches here, we brought him from the youth team. We giving him the platform, and this is what this team, Dreams FC, stands for. This is our philosophy. We give opportunities to young players like Nibudi, like Salif, like Aziz, who is now playing in Barcelona, and many others. Yes, he was very threatening. And the previous games, the body is coming very, very good. So I was not surprised the way he played, how he took the chance. I mean, his mobility, his pace, 1v1. But then he also has certain aspects of his game that he needs to improve, especially his last pass. So he's a young player who is coming out just like many others. We have a young good team, and we believe that in the next season, God willing, this team will look very, very good and promising.
Coach, you played against a man you term as your father, and knowing that he knows your team really, really well, what was the message to your players ahead of this?
Yeah, I said earlier in the pre-match that I'm playing against my father. So yes, we knew beforehand. I the capability of Coach Eric Zito. He knows these things very, very well. So maybe a strategy that is map up also went to profession. Our own went to profession. It is football. We accept the results, okay, unacceptable, and hey, what can you do? You take the blame, you take the responsibility, and you move forward. It is the next game. Because we have also shown that we are a good team. Because in the second round, we were one of the best, and we went 5 straight wins. Yeah, so if we have lost today, it is a lesson. Don't forget that the game is a teacher, and the teacher is the coach. So a lot of lessons have been learned, and that is going to inform our decision in the next game.
Thank you so much.